Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Madrigal Pharmaceuticals, and let me tell you, it's got a bit of everything: a director leaving, a new one joining, and some interesting financial details. It's like corporate musical chairs, but with higher stakes. We're looking at a Form 8K. This is basically a snapshot of significant events that a company needs to tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, about right away. It's like a corporate breaking news alert. This report is dated March 9, 2025, so it's pretty fresh. First up, we have some boardroom changes. Fred Craves, a member of the board of directors, is stepping down. He gave notice in March that he'd be leaving his role on July 1st. The filing specifically mentions that his departure isn't due to any disagreements with the company's direction or how they're doing things. Basically, everything is supposedly amicable. The company expresses gratitude for his service and contributions. Now for the interesting part. Just a day later, after Dr. Craves gave his notice, the company decided to increase the size of the board and bring in Jackie Faust. The board went from 9 to 10 people. Dr. Faust will also be up for re-election at the next annual meeting. She's also expected to join the Audit Committee, which is the group that oversees the company's financials, and the Nominating and Governance Committee, which helps decide who gets to be on the board and how the company is run. It's worth noting that bringing in someone quickly after a resignation and giving them important committee roles suggests they're looking for specific expertise or perspective. Let's talk money. As a director, Dr. Faust will get paid an annual cash fee of $50,000. That's on top of additional fees for her work on the Audit and Nominating and Governance Committees, adding another $12,500 and $6,000 a year, respectively. Beyond the cash, she's also getting a big chunk of stock in the company, valued at $600,000. It's split between stock options and restricted stock units, RSUs. Stock options give her the right to buy shares at a certain price, hoping it goes up. Restricted stock units are basically promises of shares that she'll get over time, as long as she stays with the company. The stock option will vest, meaning become fully hers over a few years, starting with 50% a year from now, and then the rest in smaller chunks every 3 months after that. Half of the restricted stock units will vest a year from now, and the other half the year after that. All of this vesting is tied to her continuing to serve on the board. She's also getting an indemnification agreement, which is a fancy way of saying the company will protect her from certain legal liabilities that might come up because of her role on the board. The company put out a press release about these changes. These press releases are usually created to make things sound as good as possible, so taking it with a grain of salt is often a good idea. This press release is attached to the SEC filing as an exhibit, meaning it's part of the official record. Madrigal stock is traded on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol MDGL. Now, what does this all mean? Well, a director leaving and another one quickly coming in can signal a few things. Maybe the company is shifting its strategy, or maybe they just needed someone with Dr. Faust's specific skills. The fact that she's getting a hefty package of cash and stock shows they're serious about having her on board and keeping her motivated. Let's talk about Madrigal Pharmaceuticals more broadly. Madrigal is a biopharmaceutical company, meaning they create drugs and medicines focused on liver diseases, particularly something called NASH, short for non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. It's a mouthful, but basically it's a type of fatty liver disease that can lead to serious liver damage. NASH is a big and growing problem, and there aren't a lot of great treatments out there right now. So companies that can develop effective drugs for NASH could be in for a major win. The company's future really hangs on how well their main drug does in clinical trials and if it gets approved by regulators. It's a high-risk, high-reward kind of situation. If their drug works, the stock could skyrocket. If it doesn't, well, it could go the other way. While this particular 8K doesn't dive deep into the financials, it's worth remembering that for biotech companies like Madrigal, success isn't just about the numbers. It's about the science, the regulatory approvals, and the ability to get their drugs to the patients who need them. From my perspective, bringing in a new board member like this could be a good thing. Fresh perspectives are always valuable, especially for a company trying to navigate the complex world of drug development and regulatory approvals. At the end of the day, Madrigal Pharmaceuticals is aiming high, and their success depends on a lot of factors. What's going to happen is anyone's guess. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Corporate Decoder videos.